Welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. We're still here. I've had a really busy morning. It's just coming up to 12 o'clock. Jasper is just finishing off some lunch in the background, watching a little bit of CBeebies. We have been to toddler group. We have a toddler group on a Monday and on a Tuesday. So we've just been to a different toddler group. I had to pop to the post office collection office this morning because apparently there was a parcel waiting for me and I got all excited, but unfortunately it was an advent that had been returned from America undelivered, but don't worry, I've contacted the customer and it's all been sorted and I am resending it back out today and she's quite happy. But yeah, just a moment's panic. But yeah, I'm just about to put Jasper down for a nap. I'm going to do a tiny bit of dyeing. I'm just going to have a little play at extending one of those advent kits. I've had a little idea and I think I know what I want to do. So I'm going to just do that while Jasper's having a nap. And I just thought I would quickly open my advent calendars because it's been such a busy morning. I haven't had a chance to do this yet. So I've got my swap one here, so I need to find number 4 in here, because although it's Vlogmas day 5, it is actually the 4th today. I am recording a day ahead, as you're aware. So here is number 4. So let's open this up. I love the little stickers that she's used with the numbers on. I think they're really festive. Ooh, this one's pretty. Here it is. Oh, that's focusing on my face. There we go. It's a lovely, pretty one. So I will hopefully get a chance to crochet that up this afternoon. And a lovely chocolate again, which I'm looking forward to. I could do with a chocolate after the busy morning I've had. And then the second one is my advent from down Sheepy Lane. So let's find number 4 in here. 6, 15... 4. I have got number 4. Ooh, that's pretty. I do like a bit of grey. Lovely pale grey with some little speckles on there as well. So this one is, day 4 is Hedwig. Oh yep, I can definitely see that. So this is a Hedwig inspired colourway. Absolutely lovely. So I will hopefully find some time this afternoon to crochet those up. Hopefully while the dye and things are setting, I might get a chance to sit down and do that. Yeah, so that's it for now really. I need to go and get this little boy down for a nap in a second. And I need to readdress the advent to send back to America. Yeah, so just a few little bits and pieces like that need to be done. See you later on. they are hung up to dry. I'm happy that I think they'll work well at the lighter end of the turning tide kits, which is what I was kind of aiming for. This one is looking quite good. Unfortunately, it's completely my own fault. I clearly didn't clean my pan well enough because I've got some pink residue that has obviously been from a previous whatever I dyed in the pans last on this skein, which is a bit of a shame. But it's my fault. I had obviously not washed them up properly last time and just didn't quite clean it enough. You can see it at the top there. And you can also see it down here. So that is a bit annoying. But the skein won't go to waste. I will do something with it. I might just over dye it. Or, I don't know. I mean, I think it'll knit up quite nicely with the pink in there. It just won't work with the turning tide. But these things happen sometimes and you end up with odd skeins that just don't quite work. So, yeah, I should have washed my pans more carefully. Serves me right. So, as you saw, I wasn't overly happy with the fact that I stupidly ended up with some residue dye on my skeins that I dyed this morning. It doesn't happen very often. I'm usually a bit more thorough about washing things up, but you know, sometimes these things happen. Whoops. So anyway, I am just going to stick them in here and over dye them slightly in the hope of kind of creating just a kind of a one-of-a-kind colourway that will be saleable. And I think, thinking about the blue speckles and things that are on it, and the fact that the pink is what I have kind of infected it with. Does that make sense? I'm going to over dye it with a little bit of a mix of magenta and purple. I don't want a dark colour, I want to keep it quite pastel-y, so I think we're just going to go with trying to find my smaller, here they are, smaller syringes, there we go. We're going to go with, I think, maybe 2 mils of magenta. I'm just going to get this heating up while I do this. 2 mils of magenta, let's give that a stir. Where's my chaos? Give that a bit of a mix. Basically, I just want to over dye it enough that that pink residue that's on there doesn't look like a mistake, if that makes sense. Yeah. Salvaging it basically. I think I'm going to need a bit more than 2, so let's go with 4. It's quite hard to tell in this pan because the bottom of it is quite black, but that looks better. And then I think I'm just going to go with 1 mil of purple just to kind of, I don't really know what colour I'm aiming for. This is basically me experimenting. I've messed up a colourway, so why not try and create something else? And of course, because the base of this colourway was kind of undyed with the speckles on, the nice thing is that I can do what I want with it. So let's see. Let's stick this in here and see what we get. So we're just going to pop that in there and leave that for a little while to soak up all the dye. I think that's going to work. It's going to be pretty, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully that will cover up those little bits of pink residue and make the skeins usable. And you guys have got to witness me having a dye disaster, which wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan at all, but Oh well, let's go for real life Vlogmas, shall we? We are sat in the car, in the dark, waiting for Arthur to finish football. I've come down and parked, and not that you're going to be able to see at all. Oh no, maybe out of this window, there we go. I've come down and parked by the sea, which I've got a bit of video of, which I will insert as well. I am just adding in today's advent colour to my Land of Sweets cowl. Jazzy is in the back. Where are you, Jasper? Are you there? Yeah. He is playing some games on the tablet to keep him entertained. We've got about another 5 minutes or so before we can drive up and go and find Arthur. It's just one of those stupid times which doesn't quite leave me enough time to go home. Yeah, it doesn't quite leave me enough time to go home, so we often just have to go and find somewhere to park for a little bit. But, you know, you can't beat this view, can you?